The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
But thank you all for joining us. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
Do you have a hankering for horror knowledge?
We have such sights to show you.
Do you require raging retro reviews? Do you desire discussions with devastatingly dashing dorks?
2 out of 3, baby.
The Dorkening Podcast Network has nearly 30 shows to satisfy all of your nerdy, geeky, and dorky needs. From horror reviews and celebrity interviews.
Hi, I'm Adam Green, the director of the Hatchet films and the star of Holliston.
Hi, this is Dominic Pace, who played the bounty hunter Gecko from The Mandalorian.
Hi, I'm Mike Price. I'm a writer on The Simpsons. I co-created F is for Family.
Hi, guys. This is Dee Wallace from E.T. and Cujo.
Hi, my name is Kurando Mitsutake, director of Gun Woman and Karate Kill.
Hi, this is Samantha Newark, the voice of Jem and Jerrica from the original Jem and the Holograms cartoon series.
As well as nostalgic trips into the past, pop culture, the latest in entertainment news, and so much more. Featuring a variety of shows and hosts that will simultaneously enrage, enlighten, and entertain you. Check out the Dorkening Podcast Network.
My mom says I'm cool.
Available on iTunes, Spotify, thedorkening.com, and wherever fine podcasts can be found.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for, and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
What the heck? It's Thursday. We're doing a show. Hey, welcome to Still Toking. My name is Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We got an awesome show scheduled for you today. And Lady J says you need to add Tommy Chong to that list. We'll save that for next year because the intro took me, like 15 hours a day? One a year, you know?
And I am very surprised that you actually said Thursday, that you didn't pop on and go, and happy Wednesday. Wait, no. And you hit the right buttons today.
I did.
So far.
Change the show to Thursdays.
No.
No.
No, although I do want to say that, the 5 o'clock works good for me because I'm not going to be eating at 10.
No, but now I'm hungry.
Jeffrey.
Oh boy. Hi, how's everybody doing out there? We have a fantastic show. I'm looking forward to it. This guy's been around for quite some time, and I got some questions to him. I really do. Yeah. So Ben, how are you doing anyway? You doing good?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to have our guest today. I mean, he's known for Broadway, a TV heartthrob. Yes. and multiple Emmy Awards. So, Jeff, I'm not going to steal your thunder, though. So,
Okay. Well, let's just bring him right in. Let's welcome Kevin Spirtas. I think I said that right. Did I say that right?
You said it perfectly. You said it perfectly.
Excellent. I've been practicing for a week.
It's Joff, right? I mean, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Jeff Papa.
I answer to just about everything.
No. I have to say, guys, that is one of the longest and most informative opening credits I have ever sat through, witnessed, or watched. And I now know that I am above R rating. I am old enough to watch the scary movies. I saw all my friends in there. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And it's live and it's unscripted. This is unscripted, folks.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So now, Leo, that's 2 that have said it's very long.
Yes.
Anson Williams said it was longer than most California wildfires.
I thought it was the end credits. I thought, oh, that was a fast interview. No, I'll tell you what. It's interesting that I get to see what is actually out there for the first time, because you don't get to see this until you see it, right? So, right. And I'm a fan. I watch you guys all the time. I'm so busy, but no, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Well, you know, the reason why we have a long intro, you know, it gives us time to do the sharing and everything in the back end. There's a lot of, you know, background stuff that needs to be done, and you know, just makes it a little entertaining, and you know.
And I learned that I was actually still toking my let's not taco about it coffee right here.
Nice.
It's not taco about it.
But let's talk about everything. Right?
Oh, is that taco?
Nice.
And I hope that my picture actually replaces some of the D. Wallace's pictures, because she's a friend and she would allow to hand off some of the pictures.
Yes.
You know, I was just talking about Dee. This woman, you know, is not only she's the queen of horror, you know, and the slasher community, but she's an incredibly spiritually gifted seer and very inner balanced person of spirituality and how you can approach your life with that as well. And she's been very helpful to me in my life in very, very many areas of moving forward with certain projects and certain aspects of my life. So I just have to give a shout out to Dee. I love her dearly, and you know.
Yeah, she was an amazing guest. And a lot of times what we do with our guests is we'll touch a little bit on their careers, but then we want to know more about. So one of the things that we did with Dee was we actually got into that whole spiritual thing.
She's very cool and really works very clearly the way I work, and the way I like to live my life is that the word that you speak has great power, has great vibration, and has great intensity, power, for lack of a better word. That which we focus upon becomes our lives. Period. Wow. So if your actions, your thoughts, your words, you know, they go into the furniture, they stay there. Be careful what you speak of.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. That starts off very well.
Good point.
Yeah, no, it's very true. You know, we definitely make our own futures, and you know, if we're gonna think bad things are gonna happen, bad things are gonna happen.
I agree. And we create, and in today's world right now, as I told you guys earlier, it's a little hard to kind of celebrate all that we're doing. But if you need to take a break from the craziness that is happening in this world with Russia and Ukraine and everything else, please, you know, turn us on, hear a little bit of fun, and know that we are all actually praying for a peaceful resolution with all this craziness as soon as possible.
Well said.
There's so many more people out there trying to make the world a much better place than there are that's not.
Hopefully that's going to be the winner. Hopefully that's going to be the winning game.
Absolutely. All righty then.
All righty.
So let's get right into it.
On the sentimental side.
yeah. We get a little bit of personal insight into this fine gentleman here.
Yeah.
Let's just bring it right up. The Days of Our Lives, Dr. Craig Wesley.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of got started with that whole thing, right? Way back in the day.
Days of Our Lives came into my life, or I came into Days of Our Lives back at a time when I was very much in between jobs, in between agents. It was actually a low point for me in my career. It was a time when I don't think people were actually interested on sticking with me and supporting my work as an actor. I had no agent. I was too old to play young. I was too young to play old. I wasn't quite young dad yet, et cetera, et cetera. And Fran Bascom, God love her, rest her soul, was the casting director at the time. And she ran into me and she said, Kevin, I've been looking all over for you. There's a 2-day role that I would love to get you in on. Please, call me. I said, absolutely. I said, you're going to pay, right? So she joked. Well, she says, you're good. We'll pay you. But that 2-day role, she was very excited to send me to the set the next day. And I got the job. And that 2-day role turned into almost 8 years on Days of Our Lives. They wrote me in, had a great roller coaster of fun on that show, and where I played Dr. Craig Wesley. And for the most part, for all we knew, I was in love with my wife and my 2 daughters. And then I left the canvas for about almost 20 years. And I think I went to answer a phone call one day when the head writers changed, and I never came back. So careful on how much time you spend on a phone call. Anyway, they didn't write me off, but they just sent me away. And it wasn't until this summer I got a call saying they'd like to bring Craig back onto Days. And I kind of had a feeling what they were going to talk about. That's a whole other story. I just had this knowing that they might bring Craig Wesley out of the closet later in life, and they did. And it's right now. Craig is out. Craig has come out of the grocery store, out of the bank. He's come out of the closet, and it's an extraordinary story that they've taken on. A lot of fans are very excited about it. A lot of fans are very upset about it. So,
do you find that a majority of the fans are excited versus upset about that? Or is it the opposite way? That's a curious question on my part.
It's a good question. It's a very valid question. I think anybody who's a hardcore Days of Our Lives fan who is rooting for their favorite couple is always going to be upset. Whether I'm a favorite couple or not, I haven't been on for the longest time. But Patricia Darbo, who plays my wife Nancy on the show, and Nadia Bjorlin, who plays my daughter Chloe, there has been this earthquake in the middle of a relationship where I come out and present some news, and it's not the news that people, if someone has an affair with a female, you're heterosexual, you have an affair with a female, you maybe get back together, or you promise not to ever have an affair again. But this is a lifestyle. This is a whole new admission for Craig, to my character Craig, to come into and to accept and acknowledge and to say, I have covered this and squashed it down for so many years that that's where the fans are like, but you're ruining a great couple. They're never going to get back together again. You can't go backwards with this one, and you really can't. Which I'm excited to see how they take this. I had a sense that they were going to do this when in 2019 I was at the Daytime Emmy Awards, and Michael Slade, my late collaborator and writing partner for a show we did called After Forever, which made history that night by winning 5 awards. First LGBTQ drama series to ever win 5 drama Emmys. The head writer, Ron Calabardi, came up to me and said, congratulations, you guys did a wonderful job. I'm very proud of you. All the best. And he walked away, and I just had this voiceless voice going, I wonder if Craig Wesley may come out someday. Like, if they would ever bring me back. I told this to Michael, and he said, you never know. And because After Forever is gay thematic, it just sort of it opened the door.
Right.
So for everybody watching live right now, and if you're tuning in afterwards in the show notes, well, not in the show notes, in the comments section, I did put a link for After Forever. It's on Amazon right now, and I got a link to it. And Matt Oliver says Mr. Spirtas needs at least an Emmy nod for his performance on Days in just the last month alone. Sheila says, congratulations. That's great. I love soap operas. Kevin is the king of horror sequels in the best way. Any news on a new subspecies, he asks?
Well, several things have been said there. First of all, thank you. Thank you for the hopeful Emmy nomination. I'm actually not eligible until next year because I came in we're in 2022 right now, so I won't be eligible for this role for this month alone to be eligible until next year. So thank you for that. I'm just trying to do my best work, and Days of Our Lives. Come on, folks. There is a quirkiness to Days of Our Lives. They tell this great story, and then they throw in a devil who is, he's you're being possessed by a devil somewhere, or somewhere. I don't know. There's aliens. I remember aliens back in the day when we had a visitation by aliens.
Damn aliens are everywhere.
Aliens are everywhere, so people just get used to it. But,
I could never get away from Days of Our Lives because I would walk by the living room back when I was younger. My mother would be watching it.
Yeah.
And then when I got married, my wife would watch that, and then it would be like a whole day of soap operas, and I'd be like, and which one is this? Yeah. So
my grandmother used to knit, and I would hold her yarn for her, and she'd be, hold that yarn still, okay, well, what are we watching? And I'd watch all the soaps. But as far as subspecies is concerned, I was just telling you guys earlier that my dear friend Denise Duff is not here. She's staying with me right now. She's here visiting her daughter in California. But we are trying our best to get it taken care of so we can go and do the prequel, subspecies 5 or 6, where I will actually be in the series. I will be in the movie this year, and it will not be Mel Thompson. I will just tease that.
Wow. You heard it here first, folks.
Right? Looking forward to that.
You want to hear a really great story? Here's a little full circle. So the day that I learned that Days of Our Lives was calling me back to be on the story again, Denise was here visiting, and I was going to pick her up. She was doing a little some sort of conference out here, and this is me telling her I just got the news, and so there you go, full circle, folks, full circle.
That's pretty cool.
So we're trying to get it worked out where we can get over to Europe and do that vampire film. Yes.
Very cool.
Wow.
And what else was in that? There was a whole list of like. Don't forget to go bananas, and don't forget to go. We need asparagus tonight or something.
Well, just trying to stay on top of the comments here. Matt says, so happy. Mel was my favorite in Subspecies. Happy to see you in Subspecies 5. And
I won't be Mel, that's for sure.
So we do. I want to make sure. I know we have limited time here. I want to make sure we get this trailer in. This is the Hollywood Museum trailer. I'm gonna play this and then we'll talk about it.
Play it away.
Jim J. Bullock, Donna Mills, Gilbert Gottfried, Judy Tenuta, Carolyn Hennessy, Petrie Hawkins Bird, Eileen Graff, Barry Livingston, Rich Little, Ensign Williams, Lindsay Wagner, Teresa Ganzel, Allison Arngrim, Rico Anderson, Kevin Spirtas,
Lonnie Anderson, Dee Wallace, Elaine Ballas, Jeremy Miller, Will Schreiner, Wesley York, Glenn Scarpelli, Aaron Murphy, and I'm your announcer, Harvey.
Robert Hayes, Kate Linder, Kathy Garber, Bob Bergen, Rodney Allen Rippey, Judy Norton, Lee Purcell, Hank Garrett, Jay Johnson, Ruta Lee, Loretta Swit, Jerry Mathers, Joyce Bulifant, Bruce Valanche, and from the center square, Paul Lind. They are the Hollywood Museum Squares And here's your host, John Davidson, Tom Bergeron,
Mark Summers,
Pat Finn, Bruce Valanche.
Cassie, pick a star.
I will pick center square Rich Little, please.
Right. All right, we get to see Rich again. Rich, which came first, Arnold Schwarzenegger or the first commercial pantyhose?
No, I always put the bra on me first, and then I put on my pantyhose. Okay?
So we shouldn't try to climb down to anybody else.
I
don't think
it'll
that
be easier here.
Yeah, it was on the. I have a couple microphones in the system, and it was on the wrong one. I think John Davidson messed with my.
And here's your host, John Davidson.
All right, Shadow Stevens, thanks so much.
Talk about a long clip.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that hits the wrong button.
No. That was we did that last during the pandemic. It was a lot of fun. And I think we all kind of grew up watching.
That was one hell of a list of names. I'll tell you that.
I was going to say.
Let me tell you something. I know a lot of those people who I work with in the business, but I did not ever get to meet Lindsay Wagner, Bionic Woman, until I got to do the show with her.
Oh no!
And I said, I am so unprepared that in my storage unit I have a Bionic Woman lunchbox somewhere. I don't know why I still have it, but I had such a crush on Jamie Summers. I love her.
Right?
She's great. She said, "You're the one who's got that lunchbox." Okay, this is good to know. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna have to thank Harlan for sending that trailer over, because now I have a list of people I need to interview.
Yes. Oh, yes. And I can give you all the dish on all of them. No.
Right?
Anyway.
Would have to have you back as a special co-host on every show to give us the dirt.
That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, that was a good thing. I didn't know we were going to talk about Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, that was a surprise. Harlan sent it over. He said, "Here, play that."
Did he send over After Forever clip of anything? Did he
I think he did. Did I forward anything to you, Leo?
I tell you what, keep talking, and I will look.
We just so you all know, After Forever came at a time in my life when I was again in between. I was in between jobs. I was living in New York. I had been written off the show, Days of Our Lives. I went to live in New York. I kind of dabbled into some theater, some stuff on stage in New York, and I get a tap on my shoulder at the gym, getting off of the stairmat of the what do you call it?
The Stairmaster.
No, the other thing,
the treadmill.
Thank you, that thing. And I'm sopping wet, and I hear this gentleman say, "Are you Kevin Spirtas?" Because I used to write for you on Days of Our Lives, and I turn around, and there's this gentleman named Michael Slade, who I knew by name because all of the scripts always had the writers' names on them. Mm-hmm. But you never on the soaps, they tend to keep the talent away from the writers. They don't want you to get all chummy, So anyway, I asked Michael what he was up to, and he said that he was sort of just on his own, doing some of his own writing. And I said, let's write a new digital series. Let's write a new series. And he said, no, I'm okay. I said, no. I want to create a series about gay men who are not 30, who are adults. And he looked at me and he went, call me. And long story short, after sitting down numerous ideas that were thrown back and forth, we came up with the story After Forever, about two gay men in their 50s who have everything in life that they could possibly want until one day they don't, because one of the leads, the characters, Jason Adams, contracts a rare, horrible diagnosis of cancer and dies. So the story is about my character, Brian Stone, who we tell it in three levels. There's reality, so it's where Brian is now. Mm-hmm. Flashbacks, which tell about the relationship between the two. And then there's moments where it's in my mind, I'm conjuring up the character, Jason, to work out my healing. And it's not an uncommon story plot, but that's how we did it. We did it in short form. And in 2019, we had this little show that could. It's on Amazon, and it took home those 5. Now it's 6 Emmys. In 2020, we won another Emmy for the writing. Sadly, in 2020, we also lost Michael Slade to his diagnosis of cancer. There's a picture of Michael. I'm doing a benefit in New York on the 26th of March. We're going to raise some money for season 3, and that is my buddy who really kind of gave me the gift of this character and the ability to act in a role that I never was able to show my chops that way. And he wrote an incredible story, and he's with me every day, and miss him very much.
So you said you're doing a benefit in New York. When?
I'm doing an invited salon. I also sing, and I have invited some very let's just say some people with some very deep pockets to an afternoon event where they will hopefully be able to sponsor donations to the making of season 3, which is actually it's not a very expensive genre to do a short form series digitally, but COVID caused such a boost up with testing and keeping people safe and organizing different zones for people to stay in. It's a little more costly this year, so I'm looking for extra funds. And anybody out there who wants to see that season 3, the final and 3rd season that is already written by Michael and myself, have it made, please instant message me on Facebook or on my website, afterforevertheseries.com. And you can donate money and get a little credit there.
Leo, I think we have those in the show notes up above?
Yeah, up
and
above
down
and
below.
down below. Yeah, you know what? Speaking about that, I know it's about that time. So definitely check out the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. You'll find a ton of links for our awesome guests. And I was able to pull a trailer for After Forever, and we also have. We're just going to run one sponsor tonight. And let me see if I can find the right one. Where the heck is it? Here we go.
Thank you for supporting Actors and Others for Animals. We started a long, long time ago. So when you find an organization like Actors and Others for Animals, it sort of unites all of those of us who want to pay back something for all the joy we get out of animals. Please keep up the good work. Believe me, it's deeply appreciated.
It's recording.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yesterday we followed the road.
But my teacher gave us an assignment to create a project about the most unforgettable person we ever met.
The most unforgettable thing about Jason.
How do you pick the one thing you like most about your child?
The man he grew up to be.
His loyalty.
The way he loved our son made me believe in myself in ways I never had. His stubbornness.
The way he could be so stubborn.
Just like his father.
And he got that from his mother.
You were expecting memories that are warm and fuzzy. But that's the one that I will absolutely never forget.
He was unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable. Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable. Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Cool.
Thank you. Now, just to be clear, After Forever, Riley's Unforgettable School Project was actually something we did as a team during the pandemic to stay current. That is actually not season 1 or season 2, but you can go onto the website of After Forever, the series, and look at the, I'm glad you pulled that up because that talks about what we did. We actually sent 20 cameras, a camera out to 20 different people, did that all remotely. And that's all about the people who miss Jason, the character we were talking about earlier. And it's a beautiful standalone moment piece that you can watch, or if you've watched season 1 and 2 of After Forever, this also is a beautiful, a tandem piece.
So
Season 3 is coming.
Go watch season 1
After Forever.
And the links to for that are in the show notes and in the comments. I just put a link for afterforevertheseries.com. So you can head on right over there after tonight's show and check it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, or just head on to Amazon. It's right through the Amazon video player there. Where everybody should be watching their stuff now anyway.
Well, I think they should head over to the website and donate some money for season 3.
Hey, Ben, I like the way you think.
I'm just saying, that's what it's.
If anyone would like to donate money, please get in touch with me and I'll send you to the link that you can't go to. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. It's very organized.
Excellent. So I have to do this because I got a personal text from somebody who wanted me to bring up your time with Valley of the Dolls.
Oh, I got the same text.
Right? Right. And he just wanted to say hello to you, JJ Cohen.
Oh my gosh, JJ, how are you, buddy? JJ. Back during those days, I was Kevin Spirtas, not Kevin Spirtas, but yes,
Yes,
Spirtas.
he said. Yeah, he actually said that in the text. Keen.
Yep, he did.
Yep.
Oh,
I was confused. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Keen? Who the hell's Keen?
I was going through a little identity crisis. Let's just put it that way.
Just a little one.
Right, but he wanted to make sure that I said hello to you for him. So.
JJ, get in touch with me, my friend. That's lovely. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah. JJ's he's a great guy. Great guy.
Very talented man. Very
talented. Yeah. I enjoy my hour and 40-minute phone calls when he's driving from Vegas to California. Once a month.
Is it JJ? Are you living in Vegas or are you just visiting Vegas?
I believe he's living in Vegas, but he drives up to see his sister.
Great.
At least once a month, and I'll get an hour and 40-minute phone call where we'll just talk about everything under the sun, literally.
Yeah. JJ was present during a very. I had lost my agent at that time, and I remember he was a very good shoulder to lean on.
Yep.
Thank you, JJ.
I know every time I get him on the phone, he just talks and talks and talks. I can't get a word in edgewise.
Me either. I just put it on speakerphone and I clean the house.
Yep. But no, he's awesome. He wanted me to make sure I brought that up. So
thank you. I'm glad you are. I'm glad it's full circle. Full circle. Yep. Full valley.
Yep. Full valley.
Full valley.
The dolls. So.
All right. You also did some cameos. I want to ask you about some cameos you did because you've been on Married with Children.
Oh yes.
Right. You were on Friends, Facts of Life.
Mm-hmm. Well, the cameo was on actually my cameo was in Apt Pupil, where I played ambulance attendant number 1, and I carried Sir Ian McKellen from the stretcher to the stretcher to the ambulance. Where I remember him saying, "Excuse me, ambulance attendant, is that a oxygen tank in your pants? Are you just happy to see me?" That was my favorite line that Sir Ian McKellen said to me. That was a great experience. As Days of Our Lives on Friends, I played my Days of Our Lives character, Dr. Fred Wesley, opposite Drake Ramore. That was a lot of fun. And on Married with Children, I played some aerobic instructor.
Some aerobic instructor. I love it.
You know,
That's awesome.
You stay here long enough in this business, you actually get to play on everything and everyone. So, you know, stoke it, smoke it, croak it. That's how I look at it.
Very cool.
I'm just going with what's on here, folks.
Hey, that's how we do it. It's good like that.
It's not scripted.
I have to tell you, I can't get out of my mind when you're talking about, you know, with Serena McKellen on the gurney. You know, you had the perfect opportunity. None shall pass. No,
That's right. That's right.
No.
I missed it. I missed that opportunity. I was so amazed that I was actually on set with Sir Ian McKellen.
That's amazing.
And of course, now the late Brad Renfro, who sadly we lost, but so talented that kid was. God damn, he was really talented. And Bryan Singer actually directed that movie. That was a wonderful experience. I also in the director's cut of Daredevil, the movie, Mark Steven Johnson is a old pal, and I got a call one day saying, "Get over here. They want you to play the lawyer in such and such scene." I went, "Oh, okay." So they suited me up. They cut my hair. I walked on the set, and there's Ben Affleck. There is oh my God, see, it's so long ago. Anyway, there's a scene that is in the director's cut only, and I am fighting in court opposite Ben Affleck. A lot of fun.
Well, tell you, in the geek community, the director's cut of Daredevil, that's the one that's a must watch. You know,
it's a good film.
Yeah,
it's a good film. I'm sorry that it got shaved down, you know, but that's what, sometimes you land on the floor and you don't get put in the director's cut. Sometimes you still make the director's cut. So I was very, very thrilled by that.
Awesome.
Who's the other? He's the director of all the Iron Man movies now.
Oh,
yes, him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy. I can picture it. He did Elf, right?
Nope.
Leo's going to Google.
I feel awful. He's never going to hire me again or ever. Wait, careful how I say this. I hope that he will hire me, even though I've blanked on his name at the moment.
Well, so you played in one Marvel movie. Any thoughts? What would you like to go back to a Marvel movie?
Yes.
That's the yes, just yes.
Just straight out yes.
So no, I'm so. He was in Swingers. He was in. Oh my God. Anyway, I would love to do a Marvel. I think Marvel movies are exciting. I think that they give us hope. They give us, you know, there's a lot of destruction that comes through until you get to that place.
You talking about Jon Favreau?
Thank you.
Yeah. He made Elf.
He produced. Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. I'm sorry. He produced. I was thinking director. And my friend Todd Komarnicki is actually a producer on Elf as well. One of the best holiday movies.
Oh my God, Elf is fantastic.
And Will doesn't like to talk about it. He doesn't like to. You know, he jumped around and made a lot of kids happy. So made me happy.
Oh yeah, my wife needs to watch that movie at least a doon times during the season. You know?
There's also another holiday movie that I really love too. It's Christmas with the Stones. No, Sarah Jessica Parker, Diane Keaton. There's a whole bunch of that. There's a ton of actors in there. Really,
I'm having fun just watching everybody draw a blank and go.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but
I'm still on jet lag.
I know you are, and we appreciate.
That's not the Cranks, is it?
No. It's Leo's looking it up, but Diane Keaton.
He is.
It's a beautiful movie. It hits every single moment and topic in a holiday picture that should be. Are you finding it, Leo?
Not yet. You said Diane Keaton. Who else was in it?
Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm gonna NBB. We're all gonna get this. We're gonna get.
See, if you just go to Kevin's IMDb, you would have found it by
I
now.
know, that's where I should have went. To begin with.
Slacker.
Well,
see,
Kevin,
tomorrow-
you were also in a sequel to one of my all-time favorite horror flicks, too.
Hills Have Eyes.
Yes, two.
Yeah.
Yes.
The original. The original.
The original one. Yes.
That was my very
Yes, not the
first-
remakes.
That was my very first movie. Very blessed to have worked with Wes Craven. That was something else. And guess who also had a cameo in that movie?
That would have been.
Kane
well, I
Hodder.
know.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane Hodder. D was in the first one.
She was in the first one.
Yeah, Dee
Kane
was-
Hodder did the stunt, the fire circle at the end of the movie in that movie. I met him on the last day filming, and what's extraordinary is he was, you don't forget someone like Kane. He's a great guy. He's very until he became Jason. He was a whole other energy, and now you just know him as Jason. But I was testing for a job over at Santa Barbara, the soap opera. This is years ago. This is 30 years ago. And I see him coming around the corner. I go, "Hey, you're the guy who did that fire stunt in Hills Have Eyes too." He goes, "Yeah, I'm Kane. How you doing?" I said, "I'm Kevin." Blah blah blah. He said, "Hey, I just got the new Friday the 13th film. I'm going to play Jason. I'm the stunt coordinator." And he's actually was the stunt coordinator at Santa Barbara at that time. So here I am. I didn't get Santa Barbara, but later on that week, I went to audition for a little movie called Birthday Bash. And by the time I was finished with that audition and I drove home, my agent said, "Hey, congratulations, you're in the new Friday the 13th film." I went, "Wait, oh, Birthday Bash was the working title." I said, "Oh, I guess we're good." These are things you learn. And talk about Taco
Bell.
No, Taco Bell is not the promotion we're doing. We're not Taco Belling it.
Oh, no. There's no Taco Bell promotion unless they pay us.
We have Taco Cat.
Taco Cat.
Taco Cat, right?
What the hell is a taco cat?
I don't know. Christmas. I'm going back to this Christmas movie. Christmas with.
I could not find it. My apologies.
It's called Family Stone. The Family Stone. Diane Keaton, Sarah Jessica, Rachel Adams, Dermot Mulroney, Luke Wilson, Claire Danes.
See, that's why I couldn't find it. Christmas wasn't in the title.
I thought it was. It's a Christmas movie. You watch.
Oh my, Leo. So we only have about 5 minutes max left because Kevin has another.
I have another. Any other questions that are dying to be asked?
Yep. Make sure you get the questions in the comments here. We'll get to them as best
we got
as
one
we
down
can.
the bottom there, Leo.
Yeah, I believe you answered that. How he got cast in Friday Part 7.
Yeah,
he did answer that.
He just answered that. Okay, good.
Yep.
I'm paying attention.
I do want to bring up the fact that you do have an album out too. You are a singer.
Yes.
We didn't really talk about that. You touched on it real brief. Night and Days.
Night and Days, about my nights on Broadway and my days on Days of Our Lives. It's a journey. It's a journey show. It's a very long version of a cabaret act. It's 2 acts. It's basically about my time spent growing up in St. Louis, telling story and then singing songs that were part of my upbringing on movie musicals or the Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire movies or my first Broadway show, a chorus line, singing "I Can Do That." And then I get to the mega musical section of the show, which is all my favorite musicals ever, and never getting to actually. I auditioned for Les Mis. I didn't get the show Les Mis. So there's a little send-up spoof on Days of Our Lives called Les Days of Our Lives. And then the second act is just some of my favorite musicals on Broadway, and then my journey back to Broadway, where I was a standby for Hugh Jackman in The Boy from Oz. So.
I watched a bunch of clips of those earlier today, actually.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I still love to sing. It's my favorite pastime. Just always. That's what soothes me and brings me back to center.
Whenever I try and sing, I kill a cat.
Oh God, no killing of cats.
So I don't sing.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I mean, right now my focus is really to continue with this day's contract. It'll probably resolve itself soon, and then to get season 3 of After Forever, the series, back up, finished, and hopefully we'll have that up by the end of the year.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
So go to the website and donate.
Yeah.
Well, you want to reach out to me on the website. Don't just donate, because I may never see that money, and you may send money off and say, "Where did that money go?"
Cyberspace.
Just make sure you get a receipt.
That's right. That's right. Contract.
You know what? I'm not even going to go there.
I'm not even going to go there.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
No, I could just picture Jeff printing receipts and saving them.
Wow.
Yes, I now have got to go to my second interview today that was pushed today, which is now coming up. You guys, thank you so much for making the time to accommodate me today. I'm really sorry.
Well, we appreciate you making the time and squeezing it in.
Exactly.
I'm going to ask one last question before we wrap it up. I know you got to go. We talked to Bruce Valanche, ask him, basically, what are you dorky about? Like he loves history and sunken ships. Is there something that, you're truly passionate about? Something dorky, do you like comic books? Do you like,
I don't know if it's dorky. I love nature. I love the garden. Yeah, I mean, I turn the camera on. There's a garden outside my door. I need the trees. I need the flowers. I need the orange trees. That's why I get sourced. That's where I get sourced best. I'm not a city boy, so it's definitely the country. Do I want to milk a cow or collect eggs from hens? No, but no.
That can be fun.
I do love the garden. What did you say?
That can be fun. I grew up on a farm, so it's just
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. As a matter of fact, speaking of Bruce Valanche, Bruce wrote the foreword to my CD, Night and Days.
Oh,
cool. Very cool.
See how it full circle? You're a toker and a smoker, and it goes full circle. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very cool. Leo.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. Definitely go to the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. Kevin, what do you like people interacting with you on social media?
I'm really more of a Facebooker. Facebook, I've got 3 accounts. There's the After Forever account, there's my personal account, and there's the professional Kevin Spirtas page. So yeah.
Awesome. Jeffrey.
Go to stilltoking.com. You'll find out everything you need to know.
Okay, Benjamin.
Wow. That was just so.
Hey, we got a hard out. Everybody else, kept it short. Now it's up to you, Ben.
Well, I never keep it short. Sorry. I mean, I'm 5'5", so I'm short. I got to go long. We want to thank Kevin for taking time out. Oh, finally! Oh, whatever. Definitely check the show notes up above or down below. Head over to the website. Get in contact. Check out everything this fine gentleman is involved with and has done. But to all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do every day so people like us can do what we do. Stay safe. We're out of here. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Leo. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Jeff. I really had a great time.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Kevin.